I think I speak for many of us when I say I've never quite seen anything like this. I'm going to step out of the way so that you can get our vantage point. You can see the aluminum roofing from manufactured mobile homes across the street, up in their front yard, in their tree, like a Christmas Day decoration. But this is no holiday. As you can see, one of the sons of the owner of this home is up there in the tree right now trying to do this himself with a power saw. And as our meteorologists, who've been doing a great job today, by the way, as Greg articulated, they've been talking about the last hour or two how that severe weather threat has kind of moved out of our area. I mean, you can even see blue skies, barely any clouds, but the danger and the threat of harm is certainly prevalent still in this area right now because it is a little windy out here, and you can see some of those aluminum pieces up there in the tree are hanging on by a thread, and they might look flappable, they might look flexible, but Luis, this is what we're dealing with right here. This kind of sharp, how in the world did that happen to that tree? How can any piece of aluminum, fly across a yard like that? Okay, so you can see the wind. Our tripod just got knocked down. I'm going to try to put that back over there. Walk with us a little bit because this is how this was able to happen. That home, I'm just being honest with you, was kind of like a target because of all of this open space right here and all of the manufactured mobile homes that are across the way. So that roofing that you saw in that tree was from over there in that yard.
Live on Windcrest Drive, that is right down the street from me. Michael, how is this massive is this cleanup effort right now?
Nicole, it's incredible to see the visuals that you're standing in front of right now. That house, those visuals are so strong. And then right across the street from where you are, a house like this barely has a scratch on it. I want to show you some video from the Wink News drone, all right? Moments ago, I interviewed the county commissioner for this district, Ray Sandelli, and he told me that while he was up in the helicopter today, he was amazed at how concentrated some of the damage is. On the right side of that video, you can see the house that you're standing in front of, Nicole, and on the left side, although there is certainly visible damage, a lot of these homes are very much still intact. And they're across the street from one another. Most of the neighbors we spoke with are just happy that their life was not uprooted as well.
Because when you look up the street and see the damage and the poor people up the street, it's just amazing that no one was killed.
Michael Hudak is live there now. And Michael, you were actually with her when she walked outside and saw the outside of her home for the first time.
This is where Don and Darlene, the people who own this garage, keep all their tools and get all of their stuff done. They usually don't have the wind blowing through here like I do right now because they used to have a roof on this structure. The 118-mile-an-hour winds ripped that off on Sunday morning. Don and Darlene did not want to face the damage on Sunday, but they did today when our cameras were rolling. The first thing that Darlene asked me when she met me was, do you know where my roof went?
You don't see it anywhere. We didn't pick any.
Yeah.
I'm not into picking up roofs because even the door, one of the doors are gone.
And you said Darlene and Don did find the garage door at the end of their driveway, no longer attached where it belongs, like so much of Cottage Point.
It kind of broke my heart because we just had it all fixed up.
From the first moments after the tornado, neighbors assessed the damage, then started to help each other, pulling mailboxes off of a roof and pulling a roof out of a tree, but
no one was hurt. This is all replaceable. People aren't. Buildings are.
Wise words. But the Wink News drone shows us just how much must be replaced. How much it will cost is still unknown, but you cannot put a price on someone's life.
Sometimes when we come together is in times of adversity, and I think that's when you see the best in people. Fortunately, there's no loss of life, and that's the most important thing.
And although this was one heck of an experience,
it's an experience I don't want to do anymore.
Amen. One side note for you that will hopefully put a smile on your face. Darlene and Don told me that their car was in this garage when the roof got blown away, and I said, oh no. And then they told me by some kind of miracle, the car only got one dent in it. And I said, oh yeah. In Iona, Michael Hudak, Wink News, now.
What did you learn from FEMA today?
This cleanup is a tall mountain to climb, Nicole, and nothing makes that more evident than this mountain of debris right here. All of this was collected and placed here within the last 48 hours. I spent the whole day going from neighborhood to neighborhood, following law enforcement and Lee County Emergency Management as they picked up the pieces and surveyed the damage. And what I saw made me do at least two things, Nicole. Number one, stare in amazement at the debris still left, and number two, smile at the resiliency of this community. Even though the debris is still falling down. The spirit in Century 21 is as high as ever.
On the good ship, lollipop, it's a nice trip.
Say hello, but not too loudly because he might copy you to Oliver. He and his owner, Lynn, survived the tornado. Their roof nearly completely blown off. Lynn still won't let the smile leave her face. And who do I see while I'm there talking to Oliver but a man with FEMA? Andres Ortiz was here on Wednesday assessing the damage as he was being escorted by Lee County Code Enforcement. Will the feds help the victims of the tornado with some kind of assistance? Not up to Ortiz, and he's not allowed to talk to me either. The Lee County Sheriff's Office in Century 21 as well, surveying and then picking up the damage.
Every national and federal agency has reached out at every level to help us.